The Locker, episode 68. I'm your man, A White. My man V Styles coming back from the Christmas. How's it going over there, my brother?
Man, pretty good. It was hard fitting down the damn chimney this year because I gained too much weight during the pandemic, so I had to come through the front door.
Huh. Interesting. That's an interesting take. Well, I guess Santa Claus and your man Santa Claus did a thing. So how did the kids, appreciate the efforts from? Wait a minute. Did we establish last show that we established? Are they familiar with who?
Oh yeah. I have old kids. I have a 14-year-old about to be a 15-year-old, which is crazy, and I have an 11-year-old. So no, man, them days are over.
11 ain't old, man.
Old, too old for believing in Santa Claus. Yeah, it is.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because you say that I don't agree. And people, if you're watching this, man, chime in and let me know.
Please do, because I'm always right.
So honestly, are you one of the type to not believe you want to hold on to their innocence as long as possible? Or are you one of those who feel like you don't want them to be the one in school that everybody making fun of?
Yeah, no, we waited, but dude, with these kids now in school, man, it's kind of hard. Dude, we did that thing called the NORAD. I think it's the NORAD Santa thing. He used to send messages to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we did we follow him on the damn. Yeah, we did all that. But when you get into 4th grade, kids start to whisper. So yeah,
my older cousins told me, and then I think for most kids, it comes to a conclusion when the parents actually say, yeah, because they always go with their friends. My friend said this, and the parents gotta be like, well, yeah. Then my mom finally told me, yeah, but I don't want to give my mom a bad rap because she shows up on her something. She's a sweet lady, but she said, I'm gonna tell you exactly what she said.
What she said?
She said, yeah, motherfucker, if you gotta know, we about to get now. You want to ruin Christmas, so now you can know what the shit is. We ain't even rap shit no more. So it's funny, man, when people think my mom is a certain way, man. When y'all get to real her, man, she went off with me like I did something wrong.
Dude, yeah, my mom's the same way. She's all I don't want to say all prissy and nice in public, but behind closed doors, she's not nice. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So did they get everything they wanted from Santa?
Yeah, man.
Giving it to them?
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how much we spoil our kids, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
You don't sound too convincing, though. You don't sound too convincing. You like, yeah, man.
No, dude. Yeah. They got everything they wanted. I would say this. I do have reasonable. My son is reasonable. He's cognizant of finances, so he got him a bank account and all that stuff. So he's aware of things. So
he don't get too outlandish with his requests.
No. Can? Who is Can?
Can, or does he mean Cam? Who is Can?
Oh man, of course.
I don't know why I didn't get that, man.
I didn't get it either.
The C and the V is right next to each other.
Right.
Van is his hero. We got I guess we got a little surprise for the people later in the show. Cause we ain't just doing Tuesday and Thursday night this week, huh? Or is it a surprise to you as well?
Oh no, I got you. Yeah. I didn't know if we were going to. I guess we should do it. Go ahead, man. give the people the tea, man. Give the people the tea.
It's your plug, man. It's your plug, man. You go ahead, man.
No, man. It's your show, man. Come on, man.
No, we gonna do it for me. We gonna wait till later.
Yeah. The tea hasn't boiled quite, and we boil the water and we just put the tea bags in. So give us another 30 minutes before it brews up nicely for us.
Yeah. So, well, so did you get what you wanted for Christmas? While we getting through the Christmas thing,
dude. Yes. When my people are happy, I'm happy. So yes, I got everything that I needed and wanted. I got everything, man. I don't need anything.
I don't think this year's what I set out this year to do was to let my family know. And I talked about this before we got on. I want to sit back and enjoy them opening gifts. I got a grandnephew, which is halfway my grandson and halfway my great nephew.
Right.
So I'm like, man, they still want me involved in Christmas and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, I want to come home and watch y'all open gifts, man.
Right.
I've been doing this thing since I was 18. Like when and I granted the stuff at 18 was Tom Kalinowski. Issue, man. I need a sweatsuit, man. I need a jacket. I need this. I was getting the good stuff, bringing it home, but it was nothing anybody else could have because it was team issue.
Right.
But then I did a little bit more because they were young. They were itty bitty. Then like 5, 6 years old. So anything was pretty cool for them. And then when they got older, when I got out on my own, so my whole point was I just wanted to sit back and just watch them, man. But they came through with your boy some cologne, man. I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask this. I want to ask the people. I know we have a lot of female viewers. I'm gonna ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to buy this cologne. I've been covering for a long time. I've been eyeballing it. The price was high on it.
Yeah,
it ain't high as Sauvage, but it's up there. And I'm like, man. And I got a nice cologne selection, but I just wanted to add it because everybody was talking about it's holiday season. So my sister heard me talking about it. Her and my mom, I didn't know what to buy them because it's always alcohol or something. Superman. And so I get it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. I open it, unwrap it, which is obviously it. Because one is a bottle, one is in a drinking bag, and there's a very small one, and there was one that got a little weight. So I knew it was it.
Okay.
Open it. So I sit it to the side. I try it later. My sister's like, smell it. I want to smell it. I want to smell it. I open it up and like, wow. Like all this money for this BS. And it wasn't BS. I like a clean springs taste, smell. Like I like a fresh, springy smell. This is like a more of a dark, like something you wear in a dark suit, maybe a smoky, like a cigar joint somewhere where you most of my stuff is spring afternoon, linen short, linen outfit type smells. And I didn't think about it, man, because I'm just naturally, I was like, I just did my face like And I know she was like, man, I know they thought for once we got something he really wants. Right. And so, man, I had to find a way to, and she smelled it. She was like, I like it. And then I wound up telling her, well, I mean, if the women like it, that's all that really matters. So I did. That's what I got. That's how my Christmas went. Everybody's happy with the gifts I got. I spent a lot of time. They were happy with the gifts, so it went pretty well.
Did you not smell it prior or?
No, I hadn't smelled it prior. I just seen it was on every list I looked at because during the holiday season, women are saying, I want to buy my husband something. I want to buy my boyfriend. What's the cologne? Every list I looked at, it was this. It was Versace Eros, Sauvage, 1 million. There was another one, but all the other ones I already had. Okay. So I just want to try something new. And Sauvage that joke was like $180 a bottle. So I'm like, yeah.
100 for a gallon?
That's what I said. A 1.7, which is the little joke you can keep in your glove compartment.
Right.
It's like 80 for it. Yeah. So I was like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. But all right, so let's what you want to start on, man? You want to talk about this bowl game or you want to talk about Cal? Because last time I don't think you want to stay on Cal too much. But last time, man, we got people tuning in. People were jumping on here when we was talking about that UK basketball team, man.
I mean, Cal is definitely, we can touch that because we should probably touch on the football on Thursday probably more. So I'm down. I'm down with basketball, man.
So does this basketball team come out of the cellar? Like, have you seen anything? Let me ask you this because I don't know. Your 1-10 team, because I don't know anything. Look, Jay, all ears. I want to know your 1-10 team. At any point, did you feel on that team as you think this team feels? Is there any correlation? That's what I'm trying to ask.
See, it's hard, man, because with a football team.
Sorry, I mean, hold on. My sister, that's who bought the cologne, so I hope she didn't hear the last segment.
It's hard, man, because in football, people don't understand there's really 3 units, right? And really 2 of them are separate, you know. But in basketball, there's no everybody's in on the same thing, and you only have 15 players. So it's a smaller size, and there's no, you can't get into your group and say, okay, let the defense control what they can control and do our best. And hopefully the other group will come along, and the other group will say, we just play our best, and hopefully the defense, whatever. It's different with basketball, and the spotlight is on them more. It's, to me, people can say all they want to say. To me, is simple as this: putting the ball in the damn hole. I can't look. I watched the first half of this game, and I'm like, I can't watch it because the guys don't know how can I say it? And we talked about this a little last time. The guys don't know how to get the other guys open.
That's true.
And it's like, you have to create some space, and to be a good teammate is learning how to move and create space for your teammate. Don't see it.
But have they ever had? Have they ever had?
What was that?
Has any player on this team ever had to worry about getting somebody else?
Right. Exactly. And that's the problem. And that's the problem with this pandemic, not getting to work one-on-one or as a group. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's a matter of them. Look, I saw BJ Boston play a lot. I saw him play a lot. And the kid can play. But I'm going to tell you something. It's totally different when you're going against grown-ass men and they play good defense and you are 100 and probably 70 pounds.
Yeah.
It's hard to get around. It's hard to beat people off the dribble when they got a high IQ and they threatening you to shoot the ball.
I guess the bigger number is, as your man Corey chimes in as usual, he said between 2 wins, the previous was 32, and that was in 1922. How old was I?
Wow. How old were you?
I was negative 55.
He said negative.
I was negative 55. That was 98 years ago. 98 years ago. That the longest streak between 2 wins was that long. You know what I'm saying? But like, these are unprecedented times. Like, and I mean, I like the way you broke it down.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But here's the thing. I think I was watching the game, and I said this a couple years ago, and the one thing I don't like is, and we've all said it. Anybody who calls in our Sunday show, you said it at the top of the key. When you bring the ball up the court and you just do a dribble or you do a weave outside of the arc, like no threat to score at all, or no threat to penetrate. So what's the point? Like you're not about to get the defense. Oh, they just gonna sit back and just run across the lane and switch with y'all. Like it's just stupid. But the point, I noticed this. After that, they set screens. The guys who set screens do not completely stop. The guys don't rub shoulders. off of the screen. You got to run your guy through the screen to get open. So I don't think they understand the concept of basketball at all. And that's how terrible it sounds. But we talked about this on Sunday morning and things got cracking. That I don't want to be the one to do it because people going to question me because they don't know me.
Right.
But if you are a basketball coach, you should be able to teach basketball. Rolling the basketball out is not basketball, coach. So if these guys don't know basketball, you said, I believe you said it last week, you have to go back to square. If you got to go back to square one, don't continue losing, doing the shit that ain't working. If you are not, if they don't understand basketball, you owe it to them, you owe it to the program, and you should owe it to your self-confidence to say, you know what, you don't know how to set. We're going to go back, and because in the NFL, we do stance, we do first step, we do the same stuff I was doing in Pee-wees when I first started playing at 6 years old. And we do that stuff in the NFL, and I'm looking like, are you serious? But they don't, they don't take anything for granted that you don't know it. So
yeah, I mean they also do that during the off season when they got a whole team. It's kind of, I'm gonna say this.
Terry got a good point.
There's a couple things that bother me. All right, one thing that you said, the dribble handoff. The dribble handoff is needed for this team, if you ask me, because they need to get the guys freaking moving. So at least you dribble, you weave, it gets the guy freaking moving and not stagnant.
Right. That's what you want them to do, to decide whether or not to stay with you. Because you can back, you don't even have to pass the weave. They could back cut that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can back cut. Yes. And then the thing about the weave is you pulling everybody out from the goal.
There's opposed
in a big guy way. Yes. Right. But that's the difference. Is I'm telling you, man, there are some really good high school basketball coaches, and there are a lot of horrible ones. And the bad part about it, here's the bad part about it from what I've seen and noticed being in the AAU circuit, is that the good coaches typically don't have the great players. The more of the personality, the charisma, the guy who's a salesman, usually those are the one who creates an AAU organization and they get the better players. That's what I've seen. I haven't seen too much coaching for the elite level teams. I've seen a lot of coaching for the guys underneath, but not for them. And that's hurting those players, man.
Hey, what's up,
that 10 for 23? Wow.
Yeah, man, that's bad business.
And some of those were air balls.
Yeah, they don't look comfortable.
I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. But the funny part about this, though, is I saw a film of BJ Boston and Terrence Clark working out in the summer, and they couldn't miss.
They taking game shots is the question, my brother. Were they taking game shots?
But I'm just saying, dude, their confidence got to be shot.
Yeah, I don't really. You know what? One thing I thought about when we had Anthony Wright on here from South Carolina. Yeah. One thing I thought about is I think these dudes come here feeling like, hey man, I'm gonna go to Kentucky because I want to go to the league. I know Kentucky is on the stage. They're gonna have. But I also think they think when I come to Kentucky, I'm gonna have 4 of the dogs out there with me. Mm-hmm. So, when they start biting on me, I'm gonna give it to another dog, and one that either opens you up or that kills them. Because if it don't open you up, then they give somebody else an opportunity. But I think that was the case. But another thing that really throws me off is how Olivier Sarr went like first couple games, man. He was a beast. He was getting opportunities. He was physical inside, and now he just he not really getting position. He's fine if he get position. He fine if he don't. But before he stopped doing that, the entrance passes were getting stolen. They were stealing the entrance passes from the guard. So I don't know if it's him not getting good position, him not walling them off, but he's become pretty obsolete. When I thought in the beginning of the season, he's one of the guys like Mintz has come along as a veteran player. He's come along knocking down shots and doing veteran things like you expect a veteran to do. But other than that, I think we got a lot of younger guys running around trying to figure this thing out. And everybody's chomping at the bit to butt Kentucky upside the head. And that's what's happening. And we ain't got guys, standing up for the blue.
And they see blood in the water too. They see blood in the water. The thing about it, and when I was coaching, the easiest thing, because I had small players on my team, and the way to prevent entry passes is to put crazy ball pressure on the passer. As simple as that. And that's what we're doing. And plus, these guys are not learning how to pass the ball down inside because there ain't that many damn post players who play in the league, in their summer league. Everybody wants to shoot the three, dude. You have a handful of true back to the bucket post players.
Whose fault is that?
That's dude. I've said this all the time. When I came back home and I started helping my sister coach, I'm like, dude, no one is teaching these kids anything. Like some of these kids just better than there's kids just naturally better than everybody else, and it's eventually catch up to everybody.
But that's the whole. I mean, honestly, if you're trying to make it to the next level, I think we both agree. If you're trying to make it to the next level, the evolution of your game, you can't stay the same as you were in high school.
No,
there's no damn way.
No.
So whatever problems they're going through in college right now is something they're gonna have to adapt to. They're gonna have to adapt to it at some point.
You froze up on me, Anthony?
No. You was reading the thing. I'm reading the comments.
Well, repeat what you said just now because I missed the end of it.
I said the guys, you're saying the growth of the guys got to be willing and should be adapting to the growth of their own game, because for you to go from high school to the pros, if you expect them to come in a pit stop in Kentucky before you go to the pros, whatever hiccups you have in college is something you're going to have to work on before the pros. I'm put it to you like this. If you're not like I said on Sunday, if you're not a top 5, 7, if you're not a top 5, you're not going to be the guy with the ball in your hand. You are going to be somebody getting them open. You're going to be doing a role player and a lot of other things. One of my best friends is James Posey. For 2 years, he was 6th man of the year at Xavier. He used to call me all the time. I should be starting. But whenever it was called, but he was on a team where you had to do everything. You had a screen, you had a rebound, you had you can knock down shots. You had to do a lot of different things. But he got better when he got to college. The way he played in the NBA, he wasn't that good in high school, and I don't think he was that good in college. But these guys feel like, I'm gonna come here, stop at Kentucky. I'm gonna show them what I got, and I'm gonna go to the league. You are coming here. You're stopping at Kentucky. You showing them what you got. It's not enough because we won at 6. So if you could shoot the lights out, if you could score 6 like Steph was doing at
Davidson,
if you could shoot the lights out and keep your team in the game, okay, you got a chance. But y'all not making the shots, and I think there is pressure from the coach that they are thinking about the shots before they take them because they think the coach, think what the coach is going to say. But my whole point was when you said, they're not accustomed to this. Well, you're not ready to go to NBA if you're not accustomed to if you can't make it through a college season and adapt through the rigors of it.
Yeah, man, dude, I'm a Corey's question. The next question, TB. I appreciate you, bro.
No, man. When you stopped talking, man, I was trying to do my thing.
I got you.
But I was trying to catch him up on the inbox.
On the inbox, I got you. Corey is making a point about these guys. I'm just tell you something. Here's the deal, man. And it's with all sports because my son does track, right? And he's very good for his age, right? But now he's a freshman in high school. He's not just going with his age. He's going against 18-year-olds. And the same thing with this basketball team. Askew has been going against kids his age. Boston's been going against kids his age and younger. So he's the big dog on the down mountain. He's not the big dog on the mountain anymore. He's a freshman. And these other schools that we've played have got veterans with high basketball IQs. They don't have to be as athletic. They can just out physical you. There's things you can do to a elite athlete to make his job hard that the kids his age just didn't know or wasn't privy to knowing or wasn't coached to do. So it's a little different, man. These guys are going against grown-ass men. And it's going against in a pandemic where they didn't get a chance to practice with everybody like they normally would. And it's affecting us.
Let me ask you this. Okay, Jay Hayes on it. Let me ask you this. So, guys, that he said, what about the guys who went straight to the G League? If these guys feel like you just want to go to the NBA and you don't want to have to listen to a coach, ain't that the G League? Ain't that the G League route you're supposed to do? Because college coaches are here to progress your skills and advance your skills. And even if it's a one and done for that year, you got to get them to understand something. G League, you just get paid to do a job. You either do it and don't, or you go home. College, they don't have to, but it will be frowned upon if they didn't give you your 4 years.
Right.
As long as you're doing what they ask you to do. If you don't get your 4 years, it'll be tough. So if you just want to go bide your time for a year because of the one and done rule, then they should just go to the G League. And my question to you is that an issue? And if they don't come here, do you think UK can still maintain this dominance in college basketball without having the guys that's already prepared to go to the NBA?
Well, the thing about it is you try to get the best guys that's available. So if the top 6 guys that's rated or whatever go to the league, you have to get you get the next. Here's the thing that bothers me a little bit. I'm totally on players. Is let's say Cal does this. Let's say Cal recruits and try to build a team, right?
Right.
Let's say Cal gets the best point guard, but not the in rankings, not the best shooting guard, but he's a knockdown shooter. Can't play no defense, but he's buckets, right?
Right.
And then you go down the line. So his class, if you go by strict rankings, are like number 15 in the country. But he built a team, right, of role players and maybe 2 studs, right?
Right.
Then fans would be like, how the hell? Because I remember a few years ago when we didn't have the number 1 ranked class, people were up in arms. Like, how are we not getting a number 1 ranked class? How are we not getting a number 1 ranked class? If Cal builds a team and is a number 15th ranked, people will go bananas. So it's like, what? He's going to get the best players. But then people upset that they're not staying 4 years. But then people upset that if he gets 4-year players, if you get 4-year players, they're not in the top 50. You get 4-year players, then they'll be pissed that they ain't ranked. So which one is it?
Man. So that's the one thing. That's the one thing I always trip off about is like, why does UK fans? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't been a UK fan very long. As far as basketball, I was always a Michigan fan, so it made me tough to like. I ain't never liked Duke, but it made me tough to like Kentucky. But then when I got here, I seen the tradition and everything, and I bought into it. I bought into it. Underneath Pitino, Tubby. I didn't, I didn't really care a whole lot for Gillespie, but he did have, what was that? He had AC Law in Texas Tech.
Yeah, he had AC Law at A&M.
A&M, Texas A&M, that's what I meant, Texas A&M. Yeah, he had AC Law, so I kind of like AC Law, so I was like, man, maybe, but because AC Law was the dog.
Yeah.
But so it's and then when Cal came in, I like Cal, man. But the one thing I did say, man, and I've said this all along, man, like Cal is a good talker. Like he can recruit, and people don't give him enough credit for what he does of getting these guys to play together. Like you dealing like in the NBA, you know how hard it is to get guys on the NBA level to play with each other. It's the same thing on a junior level because these guys feel like you done brought them here, you done made all these promises because you know who is gonna fall on. If the promises you gave these guys don't fall through for you, it ain't gonna fall on the doggone players. It's gonna fall on Cal. So I think Cal does a good job of getting these guys together. The only thing I really question is right now, these guys, you said it, I said it, Jay Hayes has said it, Corey has so much said it, Ann has said it. Everybody that's watching is like, these guys really don't know basketball. Like if you watch the basketball game and these dudes didn't have Kentucky jerseys on, you could send them out to the KBC or whatever. So I think somebody else bought it now. You can send them out to the Kentucky Basketball Commission or whatever it is now and play a game against some dudes on the streets who have played ball together for a long time. And you'll be like, who are these dudes? If they didn't have Kentucky written across their chest, you'll be like, who are these dudes?
Right.
And you have a question about, what they do.
Right. I'm gonna say this, and this is what I think people need to understand, and it goes with football too. Cal is the damn CEO of the damn program. Okay.
Facts.
He's like Phil Jackson. Do you think Phil Jackson is a freaking great X and O coach? Phil Jackson doesn't even freaking coach the offense. That's Tex Winter offense. Look at everywhere Phil Jackson's gone. Who is right beside him? Or was right beside him? God rest his soul. Rest in power, Tex. People need to understand that there's more. That's why you have assistant coaches. I'm just being real. And Cal is one of the best CEOs, period. That's the same reason why Coach K brings all these damn former players to be assistants so they can handle. Do you know how much stuff? You know how much stuff a head coach of a Power 5 program have to deal with outside of just the basketball? There's a lot. That's a lot. So, people say he's not X and O coach. He has assistants that are supposed to help him with that. That's their job. That's why Kenny Payne was paid so much. That's why Big Dog is paid so much. That is not just to sit on the freaking sideline and freaking just coach tight ends. There's more to it. He makes the job of Coach Stoops. Coach Stoops can handle the umbrella, and Big Dog can manage everything underneath. The same way with Kenny in Orlando, man. When he lost Coach O, I was like, that's a bigger loss than Kenny Payne, if you ask me. When he lost him, what was that, 4 years ago? And now losing Kenny Payne, now that's just two of his big dogs gone.
But it's supposed to be, it's what Ann says, supposed to be some new stud freshman. Kenny Payne may be a bigger loss than I thought. What do you put to not just so much the X's and O's? And I talked about this on Sunday. What do you put not just so much for the X's and O's, but when your coach, when you play football, when Bill Curry is chewing you out, who's the person you go to either find out what you did? Do you go right to Bill Curry and say, Coach, what did I do wrong? Who's the person you go to right after that to find out what you did wrong, to actually to get some tweaking? Or you could absolutely been right and the head coach might have been wrong, because I have had coaches who yell at you just because they want to show everybody else that they will yell at. So who's the person you went to?
So first this is the crazy part. So first it was my position coach. And then it went to the DC, which at that time, when I first got to Kentucky, that was Coach Archer. All right. Then when Coach Archer left, my junior year, then my DC was my DB coach. So I had a one-stop shop. so when I had to ask about, Coach, can you help me understand why we running such and such? And is that such and such the right call against such formation? Is there any way we can check out of it? Do you think we're able to check out of that if they come in? We used to call our formations off the face card. So Joker, if they come in Joker, can we still run cover black? Because for me, it seemed like we should be in cover orange. And I'm like, can you explain what, is then they explain. My senior year, it was one-stop shop. I can be in the damn DB room and say, Coach, why we, you know what I'm saying? So it was my position coach, then it was to my DC. And luckily, I knew both.
I'm gonna ask you this, getting back to basketball, which that was a basketball question, because the point I was trying to get you to make was that when you are on a team, you want to go, and that's why we may be missing Kenny Payne. The guy you can go to when a coach is chewing you out, it might not be the fact you're going to them to hear what they got to say. You're going to him to get coach off of your ass. So when you go to your assistant, now the head coach gonna leave you alone so you can deal with him interpersonally. And they may be missing that they may be missing that some with Kenny Payne. But a lot of times you can get that direction and that support you need. One, because these guys work with you and individuals, they know what they can do. But this is the other question I want to ask you. This is football and basketball as well, because somebody asked this a couple months back as far as football. Our receivers are terrible. Our defensive backs are pretty good. Aren't the damn receivers supposed to be asking the defensive backs, like, hey, what is it that you don't about my route that you seeing that I can't get off? What is it about my route that's giving you a key? Aren't they? So in basketball, if our basketball team is so bad, when they're playing against the guy, can't they ask them, well, how did you steal that entrance pass? How did you know I was about to do this? And they can give you're supposed to go to, y'all not playing against each other. You're supposed to go to your teammates and find out these little things that make it hard for you to, to excel in the game the way you want to.
But Ant, let's be honest though.
She's stupid.
Yeah,
You're crazy.
That is true, right? But you also know damn well you wasn't asking all the DBs that question or all the linebackers. You had a few. You had a couple that you knew who can verbalize why. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all. So when you have in football, you have many guys to pick from. In basketball, you might have two. So what if those two guys are not very savvy? They can't describe exactly why.
Hold on, but here's the thing. If you're not asking them, what are they doing to stop you? Dude, my high school team was cold. Like, I would love to play against smaller college teams because we didn't really have the height, although we did have pretty good height. But we competed against each other. Like in football, my best friend that played the NFL, we would switch. Like he ran quarterback, I was running. They would move him to safety, and I would go with the second string quarterback. Man, he coming downhill on me, and he's way smaller. And I was like, man, quit hitting me. So I have to lay a boom on him. And okay, now we both be like, okay, let's back off and just go run through the play. But the point is that once you got good on good, if this guy's killing you, you have to find a way throughout practice to get. There's no way this basketball team is going into games and looking good in practice. If Derek Dante Allen, I'm not sure if you impressed to this, but there's a huge push for we 1-6. So I think everybody just want to see everybody on the roster. But we 1-6, and everybody's wondering why Dante Allen ain't playing. And it's like, I'm not sure if he can really help the team win because we got too many problems. But they acting like he's not looking good in practice. So,
dude, that Dante Allen thing bothers me on so many levels. It's like I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna piss people off. If Dante Allen wasn't from Kentucky,
be the big screen.
If Dante Allen wasn't from Kentucky, no one would be saying shit about it. They wouldn't be saying shit about him. They'll just be like, I guess the guy can't shoot. Here's the thing that bothers me about that. Do you really think Cal is not playing a guy because he doesn't think he can help him? Like, or he's like, oh, he can help me, but nope. I'm going to sit him on the bench. We 1-4. He can really be a difference maker, but let me sit him on the bench. Come on, man. That's illogical. The other thing is this kid just came off of a knee injury, a year ago? He missed his senior year in high school, right? So he was coming back last year.
Right.
Okay. and you think he's the freaking difference maker? You think this? You think I'm? Look, I understand he's a local kid, but do you really think that Dante Allen is the sole reason why we're one? You think if Cal would have played him, we would be 6-1? No, I mean, it's like, hold on, and I'm gonna say this. I watch more girls' college basketball than boys. I watch a lot of NBA. I'm gonna tell you something. I saw him play. I can't remember when he played against. I can't remember the game he played in. I saw he came in the game timid and had at least 2 turnovers. At least 2 turnovers. Maybe I think he had 3. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think he's ready. And then people say he's a knockdown shooter. I think he's like 2 for 6 from 3-point range. I know it's a small sample, but we all know if you are a shooter and you come in the game and you miss 2 million, your ass is coming out the game.
Yeah.
Exactly. He averaged 40. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, Tim Couch averaged 38 in high school.
Right. Hold on. Tony Romo averaged 30, I think 31 or 32 in Wisconsin too. So yeah, he was all stay with Caron Butler. No, man, don't give me this. I averaged 18 in high school, but I couldn't. I could go to college and probably drop a bucket. I would have more damn turnovers than I have shots.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna stop beating up Cal for a minute, man. Let's. All right, man. So we got an invite. I don't know if it's called an invite. I think.
Oh.
They like, huh?
I don't have my tea. Damn. I left my tea. Okay, go. The tea is hot now. The tea is hot.
So Thursday morning from 8 to 9 a.m. 1080 WKJK.
That's some good tea.
So we gonna be on with Michael Bennett. You and myself. They want to bring the locker to Michael Bennett, man. Hold on. Here's the question though.
Yeah.
The man Michael Bennett wants us to come on there in the conversation I had with him on the phone, arranging the situation. Dude, he might be a better partner than you. Like,
well, damn sure he is. Ain't no doubt about it. Shit. He got a radio show. What I got?
So all I want to know is, man, because we're taking it to the big stage now. We're not just doing it from our living. We're taking it to the big stage. Like you and I are going to the big stage. What was that? What was that movie? Every time I bring up a movie, you never know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna skip that part.
Yeah, I'm not a big movie guy.
He takes us to the big stage. I just want to make sure at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard, you're gonna be able to pull my end of the bargain like you do on this show. Because I'm only bringing 25%. I typically only had 25% in me. I just want to make sure at 7 a.m. Central Time, you gonna have that juice, your tea ready.
Yeah, I'm having my coffee ready. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up at 4:30 to get my walk in, and get the juices flowing, and eat me a strong breakfast so I can be ready.
Okay, so it's 1080. I think that's in Louisville. In Paducah, no, it's 99.5 in Paducah. It's 1240 in Maysville. The station, the call numbers. So, and it's on iHeartRadio app. So it's on iHeartRadio. If you want to check in,
that's the best way to watch it. I mean, listen to
iHeartRadio. Yeah, iHeartRadio app is where it's at. But yeah, man. So, I guess that's a good way to end the year, man. Have us give us a little TV, or not a little TV time, but a little extra Oh, so Jay Hayes, you said Van gonna bring it. Hey, Jay Hayes, if Van messed this thing up for us, if he messed it up for us, man, we taking our show on the road. If he messed it up for us, man, I'm blocking you and him.
Damn.
I'm like Denzel Washington on Training Day. Oh, I'm putting cases on all you.
I do know that movie. I
I figured as much as that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. It's I hope you don't overstep your boundaries and step on my toes all the time. I'm trying to speak eloquently about my thoughts and my processes.
That is why I told you he and I get along better. He let me. He enjoyed my uncensoredness in our brief phone conversation. I went right in on. First of all, he calls me. I was like, "Where I keep getting this 502 number?" He finally texts me. He He's been calling me like 3 or 4 days. Oh. I'm not saying that way, but I just and you know it's well documented. Yep. I don't answer my phone. And I said, well, I don't even know. Like, man, every time I do answer to somebody saying, yeah, have you signed up for your insurance? The open date is closing soon. Our insurances. And I said, man, but I said 502 just is odd. Like, I don't get too many 502s. And so I got a text. I was like, oh, okay, man. We chopped it up a tad bit. But I said, you must not have got my number from somebody we talk to very often because he's like, why you say that? Because everybody I talk to very often know I don't answer my phone.
Right.
And actually, I called him back 30 seconds after he texted. The few phone calls. So my point is that we had a good conversation. And I told him that. Like, I told him that right to his face. I said, man, why you just text me from the beginning? And I guess you don't just text somebody that you don't really know. So if you get on there and you start talking all proper, man.
Hey, I did say bring your crumpets to this to watch it, so I might bring my British accent out. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
So I'm sound like Lennox Lewis.
Lennox. Yes. I will knock him out. So we all right. So everybody who's watching, please, you get a double dose on Thursday. Thursday, you get a double dose, 9 to 8. Then come back 12 hours later, 9 to 10.
No, 8 to 9.
8 to 9, my fault. It's just still 12 hours later. It's why my math was right. My head wasn't right. 8 to 9, iHeartMedia. And then come back and join us 9 to 10 at night.
You start with us and you end with us. Hey, there's no better bookend to your day than A. White and me. That's just no better bookend.
Just the Cat Radio.
Yes.
Just the Cat Radio. 8 to 9 Thursday, then 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. All right. We're gonna be there. We taking our show on the road.
Taking on the road. What? We take it to the airways. The airways. The bad part about it is people won't be able to see our handsome faces. Yeah, that's a bad thing. I don't know how they're gonna deal with it, but you know.
Oh man, what happened? Is that some mess on the side of my head? Oh, hold on. I forgot. I got to show these people the ostrich they've been asking about.
Oh, you hear me?
What?
We still got one more thing to talk about.
I know, but I still want to show them my ostrich. People think I was playing about the ostrich. I still want to show them the ostrich, man. All right. Oh, all right. Okay, so we are playing against NC State, North Carolina State, the Fighting Tory Holts.
Good one.
Yeah. We were playing against them, and what do you know about? Have you checked them out? I watched them. I don't know names. I just watched the film on them. They quarterback dude, man, gets that thing. They defense, we probably gonna rush for 2, 3. We probably, yeah. We should. I think we're gonna pass just because so the fan base will know that we got a passing game. I think Morrow's gonna go out his way to show that we can pass the ball with him at the helm. I think he's gonna go out his way to prove that. I mean, if you think any different, you let me know.
No, hey, I thought we was gonna talk about that other thing. We should say this for Thursday. I thought we were gonna talk about that thing you sent me earlier.
Oh,
you can't find it? Okay.
Hold on. All right. So look, this is the ostrich I got when I hold on. Oh, the battery is dead. Wait a minute. Battery ain't dead. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Well, you ain't got to hold on, but.
Well, so here's the thing.
Battery.
And I tell people this all the time. Just because somebody does something doesn't mean you can do the same thing and be successful at it. It's period. So NC State runs the same defense that Mississippi State runs. They don't have the dogs that Mississippi State has. So it's going to be a little bit different facing them. And plus we'll have how much time we've had? 2-3 weeks to prepare for the 3-3-5. I think.
Go ahead, man.
I think that the outcome is going to be a little different. If maybe we didn't face it early in the season, maybe I can give a little credence to it. But their linebackers are really good. That secondary is for the taking, and they don't play press man. So we should be able to release and get into our route. And there's space out there. Let me just say that. There's space.
And in your words, they'll probably be giving up the proverbial what?
Booty. Booty.
That old booty meat. There should be plenty of booty meat out there for the taking. Hold on, I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find this. So I think I'm
and we talked about that a little earlier. It'll be. Look, I'm gonna say this. If we get Josh Ali and Kennard back, our recruiting class goes up to top 10. Just because them are the two best incoming players in the country. If they come back. Because they ain't supposed to come back because they seniors. They don't have to come back. If they come back, that's a recruiting, especially Kennard. If Kennard comes back, that is a recruiting get. To get that guy to come back for one more year, when he could probably go, I can see him going around 3 or 4. That's a get, man. So we shall see.
I can't get my. If you can, can you bring it up on your screen to share? I can't get it up on my screen.
Give me a second. Let me
pull it up. Okay, while he's doing that, let me and little ostrich, Mr. Ostrich here, talk. Listen, so everybody think I was playing. Now listen, I'm gonna zoom in for you. This is what the Lord, man, it has green on it.
Oh, that's why. Hold on, I'm in the wrong account. All right.
Well, it ain't gonna show you. There. It's in revert. So This is an actual award that I was given, and I was interviewed about it, took pictures and everything. In Germany, it was in the paper. It ain't in the paper over here. So this is a dog on award, and when you hit the thing, his legs run like that. And then play music, and he does this thing, but yeah. So you saw it here. All right. And so here's the other topic Vane and I had to discuss.
Can you see it? There we go.
We just want to get down to the where the. This is from Kentucky Sports Radio article. Just move us down to the roster to see how these people feel. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. So what it says here is if we would have a team to play with, if we pick, is there possible for us to pick an all Kentucky team after 1992? An all Kentucky team that could compete or beat the Alabamas of the world and the Clemsons of the world. And this is what we have. Tim Couch as a starter, Jared Lorenzen as a backup at quarterback. Running back, Benny Snell and Mo Williams as the backup. Receiver, Craig Yeast, Randall Cobb, Lynn Bowden, with backups being Keenan Burton, Anthony White, and Derek Abney. Tight ends would be Jacob Tammy with the backup James Whalen. Offensive guard is Bunchy Stallings, backup John Slarman. Offensive tackles are Antonio Hall and Omar Smith. The other offensive guard, Larry Warford, with the backup Logan Stenberg. And the centers would be John Toth with backup Drake Jackson. Kicker, Austin McGinnis. Punter, Max Duffy. Kick returner would be Bowden with the backup of Derek Abney. That would be the offense and the special teams. Defensively, the defensive end would be Josh Allen, backed up by Zadarius Smith. Defensive tackle would be Dwayne Robertson. The other defensive tackle would be Corey Peterson. The backup would be Myron Pryor. The other defensive end would be Dennis Johnson. The linebackers would be Marty Moore, Danny Trevathan, and Bud Dupree, with backups of Avery Williamson, Wesley Woodyard, and Micah Johnson. Cornerbacks would be Trevard Lindley, Chris Westry, and the safeties would be Mike Edwards and Marcus McClinton. Now, my man Van, we're gonna give him about a 5-minute overtime because it needs to be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do like and what do you don't like?
First of all, Chris Westry is not the corner.
How did you get on there? Wait a minute. I understand. With all due respect, I know Van ain't saying that because I would pick Van over Chris Westry. And there ain't too many people I'll pick Van over. But go ahead.
Chris Westry, dude.
Dude.
He couldn't even start his last 2 years. Like, why not put Lonnie Johnson or Beatty on there? There's no way, Chris Westry.
I can name you, Eric Kelly.
Yep.
I'm saying for a surefire, I don't know, you, Eric Kelly. I had somebody else I thought I named in that group, like in that era. Okay, well,
probably
maybe for a lack of people they put him in there.
Dude, hold on, he wasn't the best.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because they had some recent people. So it should have been Lonnie. Yeah,
he wasn't the best guy in the group he was in. Yeah. That's what you Beatty and Lonnie Johnson started over him. So how did he get in the list if they not in the list? That's the one that got me. I'm not sure. I played with Marty Moore and he was a damn stud, but I'm not sure he will start over some of these other guys. I'm just being honest. Danny T should definitely be there. I would probably put Wesley.
I don't know. Wesley got to be in there over Danny or Marty. He got.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I see.
He has to be in there over one of them.
I think he goes over Marty, especially playing the modern day game.
And I'm not sure. Are you at all at odds with maybe Jeff Snedeker being in there over Micah Johnson?
That's a good one. Is Sned's shoulder healthy?
No, it wasn't healthy his whole career though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To show the healthy.
Here's one thing I think they putting people in here because they're NFL accolades.
Oh,
Edgar walked away from Miami. He didn't get cut from Miami. He walked away from the Dolphins.
Well, but that's not true because Westry ain't got no NFL career.
Westry's playing now. Westry got some burn the other day.
That's what I'm saying. But Lonnie has had more burn than Chris Westry.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying is basically off of hype.
Okay.
Like Edgar ain't really have hype because he was just, old school, like Ray Nitschke and
he was
he was one of them.
He was a safety. He could have been a Chuck Cecil.
Dude, Marlon McCree. That's the one I was thinking of.
See,
one
but where
one or the other. He need to be over Marcus McClinton or put him in one of them backer positions.
But whoa. But Cree didn't play safety though in college.
Okay, well, I told you, whichever one you want. You move Wesley Woodyard to the starter. Take Marty, make Marty a backup.
Yep.
Or Danny T a backup.
You can't take Danny T. Danny T was that dude in college.
Dude, no, but I'm saying if you only, and I'm not saying for Marlon, but I'm saying for Wesley. Wesley manned the locker room like he does in the NFL. Like he was the presence that he always made the plays. He was always he was a leader. So you got to have him. And Danny T was good, very good. But I just think you overlook it. You got to think these dudes beat the 07 LSU national champ, man.
I'm just going off of what I see with my eyes when I was watching. Danny T. I don't want to go on a limb. Danny T was that dude when he played. He didn't play on the winning. He wasn't here when we were winning that much. But he produced every damn week.
Corey, that's what to Corey. I also said, what about Melvin Johnson, Reggie Rusk?
That's the thing. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that they got Mo on there. And there was somebody else that from the early years, not Slaughter, because Slaughter's a coach, so he's still in the mind of some of these young kids.
Marty Moore.
I'm glad, Marty Moore. So at least they went back because God, what was the defensive end that played with the Seahawks? Can't think of his name right now. I should because you think he graduated in 91 or 92.
Dean? But it started
Dean.
It started in 92, though. They said it started in 92.
Yeah, so I think Dean was in 92.
Well,
or was he 91?
We don't know. Yeah, I understand. I got you.
So they missing something. I understand. See that's the thing about it, right? Is some of these guys were not born when we were playing. So you have to hear these guys. Like Marty Moore just heard of Marty Moore is on here because he was a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And Mo Williams is on here because he had all the damn records before Benny broke it. So that was the conversation. He was in the ear of young fans because Benny Snell just broke Mo Williams single game, whatever record.
Yeah.
So, but dude, I'm gonna just say I agree with some of it, and some of it because I don't like you leaving out Quinn McCord and you're leaving out Keo Sanford, you're leaving out some receivers during your air raid year that are not on here.
Right.
And how the hell are you a wide receiver? You should be a running back. Just being honest.
I ain't gonna argue, but the person who sent that to me said, man, well, and I'm like, I'm happy to just be on the list because I see several people that can be on the list in front of me, especially at receiver, but running back as well. So I know I don't fit in the running back scheme of things, but Yeah, so it was a fun article from Kentucky Sports Radio. They do they make some adjustments over there. They do some good things, but
I'm gonna say this because now I'm
are
gonna
you
get
back?
on my. Yeah, dude. You know this
You
damn
back?
software. Huh?
You want it back?
Nah, I'm good. This is the thing. Is how many interceptions did Chris Westry have?
Chris Westry shouldn't be on there. 92. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm thinking.
Chris Westry had a great freshman year, like really top notch, but he ended
There's
with
no way he should be over you and Eric Kelly. There's no way he should be over any drafted corner.
He should be over. No, I'm gonna keep saying this.
How can Marcus McClendon be over any drafted corner? I mean, any drafted safety.
Do people realize Melvin Johnson was a second-round pick? Shit. Do you realize that? Oh,
Willie. Oh, another one I said Willie Gary.
Yeah.
Willie Gary got drafted. I think he got drafted. I believe he got drafted late though. But Willie was good. He was better than his showed on.
No, I mean, I'm gonna just say this.
I said Raphael Little too. I thought, but I don't know if I'll put Raphael Little over Benny or Mo.
The running backs are hard, dude.
He would be the next one I would throw in. Was
y'all leaving out Sonny Collins?
No, it's before 92. That's the first thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's the first thing I said because I thought the backup quarterback would have been Derrick Ramsey, and I said y'all left Art Steele off. I was going off.
Right. I mean, hold on. Boone was damn good too. Now Boone should have came back.
Win the game against Alabama. If you want to win a game against Alabama, you want Boone to win the game against Alabama.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Right now,
because he got a blitz pick up and catch the ball. He got to do different. He's not about to run for 100.
That's what I'm talking about. No. What I'm talking about is a playmaker, home run hitter.
Hey, I'm gonna give you that Shannon Sharp.
I'm not saying he should be on. I'm just saying don't discredit him. He's not a top two
somewhere. He's not playing over Benny. He's not playing.
No. What I'm saying, we bringing up names. His name should be brought up too. No, he ain't a top two, and he's not the top three. Shit, I mean, Derek Homer is. I'll put Derek Homer over him. So, but I'm just saying, when you start saying names, you just can't gloss over Boone.
I give you that. I give you that much. I give you that. Oh. Thank you, man. Thank you, Will. That's a compliment coming from the king of stream.
So, but that Chris Westry has 3 interceptions in his career, and they both came his first 2 years. There are other people who have more picks than him.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I know one of them.
And these guys and these kids now just going off of numbers, right? So just gonna go off of numbers. 3 interceptions, not in the top 2.
Oh snap! I accidentally cut Van off. Hey Van, you got to come back. Well, I'm sorry. He'll be back in a second. But yeah. So if you've seen the list on KSR, then go and check the list out on KSR and see if they can kind of don't let nobody know you don't. My bad, man. I was trying to cut the extra screen off.
No, you are good.
But yeah. So we about to wind it. We about to check out of here anyway. So yeah. So So Thursday morning from 8 to 9. Catch us on Just the Cats Radio with Michael Bennett. That's on. I'm with Van, man. I'd rather go on iHeartRadio because I don't know where half of y'all people are. Go on iHeartRadio and Just the Cats Radio. I think you should be able to get us. Me and Van to be on there from 8 to 9 a.m. Man, go ahead, go to work, do your thing, get you some lunch in, clock out, come home, fix dinner, and sit back down with us from 9 to 10 on Thursday. I mean, you get a double. Man, you realize we done reached the big time, man. We in the big time.
In just 1 year.
We in the show, huh?
We started in 2020. We started this thing in 2020.
And we hit 1,000. We probably well over 1,000 now on podcasts.
Oh, snap.
On my way home, we was at 995, and I had to listen to the whole season again. So I helped us out.
I feel you.
Yeah. So yeah, we do need. Hey, we are gonna have Raphael Little on here. Oh, we got a New Year's Eve show. We good for a New Year's Eve show?
Yeah, man. It's the pandemic, brother.
We can pop bottles on here.
I don't drink, so.
Oh, they got the what you call it? They got the Martellis.
Well, it was that.
They got grape juice and apple cider.
Oh, my, and my wife handles all that.
Ain't this about nothing, man? What are you like Coming to America?
Or what's that? What's that?
Prince Hakeem.
Oh,
the royal penis are clean. I just want to know about you. Tell me about you. What do you like? Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
All right, man. This thing going off the rails, man. We appreciate y'all. Thursday morning. Just the Cats Radio.
8 to 9 a.m.
Huh?
8 to 9 a.m.
8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Then catch us back here at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the New Year's Eve edition. And we might have some guests. We might do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try to open up to get everybody come in, man. We're going to put the link out there. I want everybody to come in and bring the new year in with us. Because we go 9 to 10 shit. If we start getting to 11, we got to get out of here. But we don't have no time limits on here. We ain't going to have no time limit on Sunday. We starting at 9 o'clock on Thursday. We started at 9 o'clock p.m. So we don't know when we're going to end. We may bring the New Year's in with people. But I don't know if y'all really want to do that because it's cyber. But we do appreciate y'all for helping us get to 1,000
yes.
podcast listens. That's big. That's huge win in the first year, man. That's huge win, man. I thank Michael Bennett for bringing the locker to take it over. We got to call maintenance to make sure they can remove it and get it to where we got to be because we need our locker set up.
Good point.
Van promises to hold up my end of the bargain like he carries me on this show. He plans to carry me because 8 o'clock in the morning is early for me. It's even earlier for him. But he owes me that because when we go those overtimes till 11, it's 11 for me. It's only 10 for him. So
right, facts.
But again, I appreciate y'all for watching, man, and check us out Thursday morning and Thursday night. And catch Van on Quarantine with Styles Monday through Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but you can catch them on here. What time are you on?
8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is only 30 minutes. I'm in and out.
I thought I seen you in there at 3 o'clock.
When I was doing film review, I ain't want to bump heads with Monday Night Football.
I got you. All right, man.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna be back here on Thursday, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right.